What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? And welcome to Monday Night Mic'd Up with your guy G, the number one Cowboy fan, Hampton. Give it up. Oh, yeah. We're back in action. And I know we've been on here on Saturday, and we came and talked to you guys about what was going down on as far as our recap on Saturday. But I did want to. Golly, I can't believe I did not do that. Let me see something. I want to make sure I add something. But I don't know if it's fake news or not. So we're gonna wait before we report that. But I hope everybody's doing great today on Monday. This is Monday, September 8th, 2025, as we move closer and closer to the fall season. Yeah, so I want to give a big shout out to all the subscribers and all those that follow the Cowboy Huddle podcast. Again, like I always say, our numbers are steady growing. I want to say big shout out to all our new subscribers. Again, like I say, without you guys, this is totally impossible that we would be where we are today. Again, we don't post anything for clickbait. The things that we post are things that we as fans first do our research, go out and investigate, and we report it to the channel. Yeah. So I'm solo dolo tonight because the reason I am solo dolo tonight because we're taking our live stream back to Wednesday night because tonight there is a game, and it's kind of maybe a waste of time trying to do it live when everybody's trying to watch Monday Night Football because football is back. So with that being said, do me a favor, guys, before we get started. It doesn't cost you anything. Just make sure you hit the like button right now. Because again, this is nothing for clickbait. This is just our opinion as Dallas Cowboy fans, and we just come together in the Cowboy Huddle and we talk Cowboys talk. So do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button. And if you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I promise to bring you some news that you can use. And also hit the notification bell so you will be notified when the next video is posted. Now, let's get right into what's going on right now. So I know you guys see the title. Why are we only using one wide receiver? And that's what it seems like. And I know some people are actually wondering why we didn't get Pickens involved. What happened to Pickens? We brought Pickens in, and Pickens wasn't necessarily a threat. Well, I beg to differ. I said I beg to differ. And we're going to get into that. And that's why I titled this, Why Are We Only Using One Wide Receiver? And that's what it seems like. But we have to get into what actually took place on Thursday night. And I shared with you guys as far as what I saw once I did the research, once I saw the film, and once I saw the tape of the game and of the two, Philadelphia and Dallas. And once I saw the tape on our offense, I understood. I understood. And it was a great game plan by Brian Schottenheimer and Clayton Adams and Connor Riley. It was a great strategy that they used, and we're gonna get into that. But let me read what's been reported. And basically this is talking about Brian Schottenheimer. This is brought to us by Fansided. I know everybody wants to know. Richard Lewis brought this up. The story was written by Richard Lewis. So it says Cowboys wisely get ahead of potential George Pickens issues on Monday. And it says the Dallas Cowboys have turned the page to the New York Giants. However, before they take on another NFC East opponent to begin the season. Yeah, this is the second NFC East opponent. Head coach Brian Schottenheimer made sure to come out and clarify wide receiver George Pickens' usage when speaking to the media on Monday. Now, maybe some of you guys heard this, heard what he had to say, but this is for those that haven't. He said each week is going to be different. Said the Eagles did cloud to him quite a bit. Now, if you don't know what the cloud is, it's basically they're clouding. It's like surrounding him as far as that where he wouldn't be a threat. So that's what it means when you run a cloud. A cloud is pretty much you covering him quite a bit. There were one or two potential opportunities where the balls should have went to George, and I saw that. I saw that. The head coach also pointed out that there will be some weeks where Pickens get more targets than Lamb, and since these two receivers have close relationship, he doesn't believe the target shares will become a problem. Now, uh, in the season opener, it has been told that Pickens finished with 3 catches for 30 yards. Meanwhile, Lamb had the team high target of 13, resulting in 7 catches for 110 yards. And I know what you're saying. Well, maybe we should have turned that crap around. Maybe we should have gave those balls to Pickens instead of Lamb. I'm just not. I'm not. I can't say it like that. I'm just. I don't know. I'm just when it comes to CD Lamb performing like that. It's hard to accept that he dropped 3 balls. Let me say that. It's hard to accept that CD Lamb dropped 3 balls. But anyway, that's water under the bridge. But let's go back to what we were talking about when we talking about the targets between Pickens and Lamb. Now, also with that being said, let me see. I got something here I want to pull up. So yeah, we all kind of wondering why this didn't take place and what happened, why we couldn't get the ball to Pickens like we should have. Well, I mentioned in the last show how Brian had set up a play. I wish I would have brought this play. I wish I could have brought it up. But basically, they had CD in the slot. Already, that's a mixed match. Then they had Cavante Turpin on the outside. It was both lined up on the right hand side of the field. Pickens was on the left side by himself. So what you had a cornerback on Turpin. Then you had a safety that came down to play over on top. It was so sweet. So sweet. It was so sweet. Now follow me when I'm telling you. So the safety had came down to play on top of CD. And then you had the corner playing playing Pickens with a safety over top. Okay? Now watch what I tell you what happened. Watch this. Oh my gosh. So when Cavante went in motion, the safety had to, yeah, okay, because the corner was on Turpin. So when Turpin went in motion, so now the cornerback had to line up over on top of CD. Now that safety that was on top of CD, he had to roll over and follow to the strong side. Even though they had a cloud on top of Pickens with the cornerback and the safety, now because Turpin came in motion, now that safety had to roll over on top to follow Turpin. So once the ball was snapped, that left CD one-on-one with the cornerback. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Do y'all hear what I'm saying? That is genius. That cornerback had to pick up on CD while that safety was on top of CD, had to roll over top to the left side to follow Turpin. So now we got a flood on this side, and we got one-on-one with CD. So this is where it was set up, and you had CD in the slot. This is why you had, so he was matched up with the safety, or he was matched up with a linebacker, which was, come on, guys. So I don't think we have a problem with Pickens because Pickens knew that he was the decoy. He saw that he was drawing all attention. So, and that's fine. So, in which there was several plays that was thrown to Pickens on his side, George Pickens, and he made some hell of a catches on that side. But what this did, this is why this offense is going to be so dangerous. Okay, this is why the offense is going to be so dangerous. But again, I share that with you to say it's all a scheme. Okay, it's all a scheme. It's not about who's getting the most targets. It's about how do we get the win. And sometimes somebody's going to be sabotaged or somebody's going to be the decoy to open up the next man. Now, like we said, Brian said himself, he said, now it's not always going to be, that Lamb is going to always get the most of the plays. He said each week is going to be different. So you could probably see Pickens in the slot this week. You never know, but it's genius what Clayton Adams, Brian Schottenheimer, and Connor Riley are doing. Now, with that being said, we got another divisional rival coming up, the New York Giants. Next stop, New York City. Now, when we talk about New York, it's been told that New York gave up 432 yards to the Commanders. Yeah. And 200 of those yards came by air. So I say that to say we might see more of downfield play by both receivers. If they gave up 200 yards in the air and another 200 on the ground, 232 on the ground, New York, we're coming. Yeah. Yeah, we're coming. So again, let's not panic. Let's continue to be patient. But I really see something with this offense, man. Again, like I said, with the defense, I'm still a little concerned. Overall, they did great, but again, we have to be able to come up with something to be able to spy on this quarterback. And Matt Eberflus is going to do something a little bit different. Again, I can accept the fact that they held AJ down and they had Devontae Smith down. That's great, but we can't allow these quarterbacks to run around. So our next stop is New York next Sunday, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So again, let's not panic. Let's continue to watch what happens with this offense. And I think this offense is going to be better. And I think by now it's time to let Jaden Blue get most of the reps from Miles Sanders. Yeah, it's time. Miles Sanders got caught by a darn linebacker. And he probably wouldn't have made it that far if the guy wouldn't have been trying to punch the ball out. Looked like Miles Sanders was running out of the game. He's like his feet were just slipping. Nah, bro. If it was me, Miles, you're cut, brother. Next man up. But we'll see what happens. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to get on there and share with you guys that this is not the story of us only using one receiver, but it's a philosophy. There's a philosophy behind what Brian Schottenheimer, Clayton Adams, and Connor Riley is doing. So it makes perfect sense of what's taking place. So let's just continue to stay upbeat, watch this offense and this front line and how they've been, how they did on Thursday night. And I'm sure they're tweaking things right now, and I'm sure they're adjusting for this game on this coming up Sunday. So again, guys, thank y'all for hanging out with me. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit the like button below and continue to support the Cowboy Huddle podcast. And we'll see you on Wednesday night. We will be doing our live stream again on Wednesday night. What's Up Wednesday? So you guys come through, stop through, and share your comments. We'll put the link up. You can come online. You can come on the live and voice your opinion about the Cowboys and everything. So this is where we are now. We done got through week 1. Now we're moving on to week 2 so we can be 1-1. So we need need your input on what you guys think we should be doing for this coming up Sunday's game. So it's a 12 o'clock game. So yeah, it's an early game. So we got to be ready for that as well. But again, guys, thank y'all for hanging out with me, man. I appreciate you guys, and continue to stay tuned, because we're going to bring more news that you can use. And like I always say, continue to stay safe, be blessed, and continue to be kind. Deuces.